It all comes down to this, folks. Cyanide, Two Twisted Merc, Guns, and Sean Nova. Only one can walk out as world champion. Nova! Nova reverses Twisted Impact! Stunner! Oh! Merc dodged that bullet! Oh, here comes Guns! Spear! Guns gets caught with a Twisted Impact! Oh no! Merc! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Side-eye is back! Oh, here it comes! Here it comes! The shooting star press! And it connects! Spear! Spear by Guns! Wait! Stunner! Stunner by Nova! Wait! Wait! Guns! Guns did it! Guns won! Guns bounced from the stunner and landed on Merc! Guns! Finally! I don't believe this! What a sight to behold as destiny is on the side of Guns, the FaM founder! Ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe this! Finally! That's just the word. Finally!
Rombuster, have come today to just tell you the blank truth. Forever Movement may possibly be in the cruelest days of its entire existence. It's not just Stigma and his cronies. It's not just the Seven Sins. I wish I could tell you that these two AWOL level threats were all we had to deal with, but that's not all. There is a third party out there that is involved into trying to take us down. We don't know who that person is, but believe me, we will find out very soon.
No! No! That's impossible! No, that can't be! What's he doing here?
The more things change, the more they stay the same. We've heard that one a few times before, haven't we? The FaM World Championship is finally back where it belongs. Over 3 years ago, on December 29th, 2018, the greatest screwjob in pro wrestling history took place when they stole this title from me. A violent coup, of which the likes the world has never seen before, not only led to my throne being taken away from me, but it was the beginning of an attempt to rewrite history as we know it. Cameron Bash, in the eyes of half the fans and half the locker room, walks in to Cyber FaM Day as a hero, a paladin of justice and hope for a brighter future for FaM. Everyone was sick and tired of the same old shit. They were bored of the World Championship not getting the respect that it deserved. They were fed up with 2TM versus Black Heron for the 15th time over. And they were done with Rombuster's hissy fits because he wasn't the one in charge of FaM, despite him running it into the goddamn ground every time he's gotten his greasy Maltese paws on it. But most people, they don't know about that these days. What they know about is that Andy Badwell and Guns and BH and Rom and every other bastard that came out of the backside of FaM, in spite of hating the ever-living crap out of each other, came together to defeat the big bad evil that was Cameron Bash, even inspiring some of the biggest weasels of my own army to scamper away at that moment. They don't know that Cameron Bash started a revolution with AWOL that was set up to fight these people we all despised. They just know that that big outspoken man, well, he bad. And then the real sinister shit happened. Unite, the ultimate rebrand of FaM, turned out to be nothing more than a glorified training program. That thing should have been on MTV with the absolute crap you were putting out. And if that wasn't offensive enough, then came all of the accusations of the fraud and the laundering and the scamming, and hey, I'm not saying anything for a matter of fact. We all know nothing was proven in a court of law. Just some stuff I've heard on the internet, you know? Well, whether it was the accusations, the awful content, or something else, it obviously didn't work out, which is what brought you crawling back to FaM. You see, you thought you could hide with Unite. You thought running over there and changing the name of everything would help you bury the dark past that you've inflicted upon this world. But just as you did to FaM, your demons corrupted Unite and brought that to a chaotic end as well. But we admire your fortitude, because whether it was Unite, FaM, or whatever bullshit name you want to call yourselves, there is a long list of names of people within these walls that have a high price to pay, and it's very beneficial to the collectors of that debt that you continue to herd yourselves together like the sheep you truly are. It's also quite beneficial to us that the man in charge of the opposition never wants to be truly honest with his army. I mean, gates? Magical padlocks? Really, Rom? For those of you who couldn't work out what that meant, and I mean, how would you? It's the most baffling and absurd metaphor I've ever seen. But that was Rom's way of communicating to you all that the sins were slowly falling out of his grasp. You see, despite him going out of his way to upload a statement where he tells the truth, he has still not been completely honest with you all. Rom has known that the sins were coming for a long, long time. In fact, Rom has known ever since he became the general manager of FaM all the way back at FAMniversary 4. But despite knowing about them for all these years, just like Rannick did before him, he kept it to himself, not sharing the knowledge with any of the people within FaM who could have helped him, instead opting to dangle these useless metaphors in everyone's face, all under the guise of trying to protect people. Where did that leave you, Rom? Half your roster walked out because they didn't find you fit to lead. Your paranoia forced you to reduce Requiem down to just 2 matches over 2 separate dates. And your inability to prepare allowed your worst nightmare to just walk straight through your doors. Myself, Stigma, Pride, and all of our followers have come together to create a mighty meteorite of destruction that will eradicate the fossil known as FaM and everyone within it. Pride and the rest of his sins will take care of their long-lost soldier in Rannick. Stigma and his Switchblade Society will enact vengeance 8+ years in the making on the rest of these sorry founders and people in power. And me, well, I'm in charge of what I do best. Championships. You see, There is a small detail that I missed out on, folks, and that is the fact that at FaM Requiem, we didn't just take the FaM World Championship. Oh no. We took all of the championships. As I said, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And I'm keen to get things back to the same way they were before, when I was in charge of making sure these titles stayed around our waists. Because after all, we all know those who hold the gold are truly the ones who hold the power. Only this time, we're going to do it better. And we're going to make these FaM championships great again. For this reason, I have carefully selected a group of people who will be known as the Keepers of the Rings. And each of these people have been given the important duty of protecting the FaM championships with their lives. The FaM Tag Team Championships. One of the easiest to decide. The two men that I am placing these titles upon are two men who have continued to be my eyes and ears within FaM and Unite during my absence, without anyone being none the wiser. Of course, it's the Britmen. The FaM Crimson Championship. I searched far and wide to find an ideal candidate to hold onto this title, and surprisingly, my search brought me back to a man who has walked these FaM corridors before. But I would be surprised if you thought you knew anything about what this man has become today. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben McKenzie. The Cyber FaM Championship. A title that is very close to my heart, as it's the first title I ever won here in FaM. A title that's worth became even greater as I used it to elevate myself to World Championship status. What it can do for one's career makes it just as important as any other title here, and that is why I have decided to place this championship around the waist of Luke Monet, whose cunning, along with the might of the Switchblade Society, should ensure that he never lets it go. The FaM Diamonds Championship. There is only one true queen of this revolution. Someone who not only remained on the front lines of this fight when everyone else had been banished, but someone who has felt the demoralizing and soul-crushing fist of the FaM system firsthand for herself. For that reason, no one other than the Wicked One, Elle, can hold this championship. And finally, we have the FaM Global Championship. A title that once upon a time was held up with the same level of respect as the FaM World Championship. But once again, due to the corrupt nature of FaM, it was pushed down and buried along with the men who competed for it. But not only does the man that I have placed this title upon now have the resources to ensure that it stays with him, but he also has a keen interest in making sure that honor and respect is restored to this title as well. And he will remain a mystery until the time is right. So there you have it, folks. The Keepers of the Rings. It's like AWOL, but better. No cowardly Brandon Youngs and Robin Storms. No slimy and conniving Sean Novas. Here, we have nothing but true talent and true loyalty to the cause. The only thing left to do now is to make them official. And thanks to Rombuster's undying will to get them back, an offer has been made. That's right, folks. The general manager is looking for redemption. But I'll be honest with you, the offer that Rom initially brought to the table just wasn't going to cut it. Classic Rom, all take and no give. That is why in the time between FaM Requiem and now, my expert team of lawyers and the FaM lawyers have been going back and forth, working over the finer details of the ultimate contract. And I'm happy to say, we've come to an agreement. So it is set. On August 28th, for the first time ever, the true FaM World Champion, Cameron Bash, will step inside the ring with, let's call him the interim FaM World Champion, Guns, in a match with it all on the line. And when we say all, we mean all. If Guns wins, then not only will we return all of the FaM championships that we took at FaM Requiem, but me, Stigma, Pride, and the rest of our followers vow to disassemble and leave FaM, never to return again. However, if I win, then not only do we keep and become officially recognized as the true champions of FaM, but every single person within our ranks will be granted a 1-year ironclad contract to become an official FaM superstar. The match will be a clean one-on-one with countouts and disqualifications in full effect. And perhaps more importantly, everyone who is a part of FaM and everyone who is a part of our army is banned from the arena. It'll just be me, guns, and the referee, and that's to ensure that there won't be any funny business, anybody messing around with the lights, or any typical FaM bullshit like that. This will be the fairest and cleanest one-on-one match that FaM has ever seen, and at the end of it, I will have my hand held up high in victory, and nearly 4 years of lies and slander will slowly start to be rewritten into the truth.
Oh man, freaking... God damn it, every security on every door! Lock up the large X's in the parking lot. Ah shit, look, we're gonna need more cameras out there too. Oh, me freaking... Oh, there's still so much to do!
Hey. Well, if it isn't Mr. B to the Uster, Ron Buster. How you doing, my old friend?
OTP, is that you? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Rom, I'm your 5 o'clock appointment. Don't you remember? You don't? Stupid. I was coming over here to discuss the potential for the new line of Forever a Movement NFTs. After all, these little pricey NFTs are how I made most of my money back, and then some. So what do you say, Rom? You ready for our meeting?
Oh yeah, the NFTs. Look, sorry man, I just forgot about it, okay? Look, can we, with everything that's going on right now, this might be something we need to push back another day. Look, is that okay?
Yeah, bro, that ain't no problem at all. Sorry to hear you going through some stuff right now. If there's anything I can ever do for you, just let me know. You take it easy, Rom. Talk to you later, buddy.
Wait. Oh, OTP! Wait!
What's up?
OTP, my man! I've just had a stupendous idea!